Gospodine Arifi, kada ste došli u opštinu Preševo, kada ste pobedili, u stvari praktično pobedili na izborima, izabrani za predsednika, šta ste videli kao prioritet, šta treba uraditi u ovoj opštini?
Trippeltal Arifi, originalen, kun ik het zie dat ik niet mag beturen, chaque brengt aussi prioriteit.
It's a good question because in Preševo we have not one priority, we have a lot of priorities. That means everywhere you touch in Preševo, every field you touch in Preševo, it is a priority. I can give you some example. What is more priority? That we didn't have any water supply, qualitative water supply system, or that we didn't have the service for our citizens to get out of the city the waste. So what is more priority? What is more priority? That we have the politicization of our schools, or that we have the politicization of our society. So here is in every field that we can go to, it's a priority, and because of that, it's very hard to distinguish for me what is more priority and what is less priority. And what I try to do is to work on every field, to start up a new process in every field, to touch the fields and to go for a solution. That is what I'm doing. For the moment, we have now 2 months that I'm here in the office, and I'm now here, and I can say that we have touched every field now, mostly, and we have started in every field a new process. And so we are working on it. We have a lot of technical problems, a lot of administrative problems, but we have issues like political issues that we touched everywhere and that we started some processes. And so that's our approach for the moment.
Kakav je budžet koji ste zatekli i kako je opšte gradska kasa, opštinska kasa?
Sve budžetet na njoj enerģēti, ali sve kao sad ćete jedan potpisati.
There is, in every change in a local government or in a government at all, there is always this gap of finance, and we have too a gap of finance. But I have contact with other municipalities, and the mayors there tell me numbers which are astronomically for me. We have a debt of around about 200,000 euro, and it's a debt which hurts us because it stops our energy to go forward for the processes. But it's a debt which we can relax till the end of the year. We have to make a rebalance, etc., etc. That's not a problem. For example, I can give you another example. If we go to Vranje, we have a debt for around about 2 million euro, and if I have this debt here, it was very debt bringing, for me and for us in our team. And this is a situation. We have a debt. We are working on it. We are planning the rebalance, and I hope that we will achieve to relax this debt to the end of the year.
Kakva je ideja, da li treba za sledeći budžet, da li treba nešto menjati, šta će biti prioritet? Pretpostavljam da će u drugom delu godine već početi da, sem tog rebalansa, početi da spremate i novi budžet.
Ciljaš ideja da ono promene, da molim budžeten tjetar, ciljaš ideja kod to orijentovano što?
We have another philosophy of building up the budget. The budget to make a comparison, the budget in the last years was built up to make projects, infrastructure projects, because the mayor before, or the local government before, 12 years long, they always have in their mind that they can go to people with projects, with infrastructure projects, and so get the votes for it, And this is not our approach. Our approach will be, we will make only projects which are qualitative, which solve the problems long-term speaking, which has a good calculation, which has no price uprising just because of the relationships between the companies and the local government. We are going to make another point of approach in the fields where we want to invest. Our investment will be, for example, in the people. We want to invest in the education. We want to build up infrastructures which are related to this time. We have in school, we have schools in Preševo which are related to the 1960s and 1970s, where Marshal Tito built up these buildings, you know. And so we have a lot of problems, and because of that we will take money from infrastructure and we will put it into education. This is one thing. We will put it too into our healthcare. We will put it again into projects which are directly related to the quality of life. And what we will do more than that, we will put the new budget into economic development. And that's very, very heavy for us, because we have to build up economic perspective in Preševo. We have a lot of young people here which are academically educated, and when they come back to Preševo from outside, from Albania, from Kosovo, from Macedonia, from Germany and Sweden and Turkey, they come back here and they have no job. And that's very crazy, and we have to put in money there to build up a system, so when the people come back they find themselves in Preševo, you know. And that's the way we will work in future.
Da li ste do sada uspostavili saradnju sa centralnim organima u Srbiji i da li očekujete pomoć republičke vlasti u investicijama, u čemu god, otvaranju novih radnih mesta u Preševu, poboljšanju uslova?
Greme dosta baš po njeme institucionalne centrale, sve baš po njime la predsjednik proklojanje od tada, odnosno objene vende treja punkt.
Surely we have when our constitutive skupština was held, I said it in my speech, that we want to work in Preševo, we want to work with the Serbian government, central government, and after coming into this office I started at that moment, and I contacted them and make meetings with them. We communicate, we understand our approach. For me it's very important to work with them, because normally they are obliged to help us out of the situation. You know, this is an obligation for them, and for us it's an obligation to communicate with them. It's as simple as that, and to work together with them. And for us it's interesting to go to the EU in a constructive form. Everyone in this area hopefully is dreaming to be in the EU. As someone which is born and raised up in Germany, this is for me a normal conception. This concept is for me something which I lived over 37 years over there, and I want to implement this concept in Preševo, in Serbia too. You have to understand, we didn't deny the conflict situation before 15 years and the 90s, which were very crazy for this area, and very hard, you know, it was very hard for the people to live in this situation in the 90s here in ex-Yugoslavia, in Serbia, Montenegro, or Serbia. It was very hard, and for us as a minority, it was hard too to fight for our rights, you know. But this time is gone. This time we don't have to forget. We just have to have it in our mind, but to look forward. And I want to be a peace builder. I don't want to be a conflict builder, you know. And this has to understand everyone in this area, the Albanians, also the Serbians. I am not interested, and our people are not interested in any situation which is conflict or which is don't working together. We have to live not only side by side. We have to live together in this area as Albanians, as Serbians, as Croatians, as Bosnians, as Macedonians, as Bulgarians, as Romanians, etc., etc. This is a normal treatment which has to be for every politician, you know. And I don't know, maybe it is a help for me that I'm not a politician and I understand it better, but I will work on this field very hard to build up a bridge of understanding. I don't say it's very easy, I know it's hard, because we have still people on every side in this area that don't understand this mission, you know. But I live in Germany till 91 or 92. It was separated to West Germany and to DDR, and I know what it means to be a peace builder. You know, how can I say? I want to be the Helmut Kohl, and who is François Mitterrand? Just choose one, I'm ready for it. And that's our approach, you know, we want to build up Europe here, and I hope I have the support. And as I have now the informations coming back to me, I have the support from every side, from the Albanian side, I have the support from the Serbian side, and especially we have the support from the international core. And we have to understand it's a process. I'm not talking for today or for tomorrow, I'm talking for long term. And someone has to go on for it.
Dosta prašine su podigle dve vaše posljednje izjave, otprilike naročito među Albancima koji se godinama ovde bave politikom, i političke poene dobijaju na toj, kao i većina ljudi na Balkanu, na toj nacionalnoj osnovi. Jedna je ova koju ste dali za kohaditore, da otprilike parafraziram ako sam dobro razumela, nije suština vaše politike u insistiranju na poštovanju referenduma iz 1992. godine, već za obezbeđivanju boljih uslova za život. To je apsolutno nešto novo na ovom prostoru. Da li možete malo da objasnite? Izvini.
Det var en tjopa plan, sidomos med deklaratat e fundit, këtë e fundit që ishte të kohanditore, që kur këtë thonë që unë nuk jam shumë interesu me aktualizu referendumin e këto, po jam interesu me janë hyjtë kvalitetin e jetës qytetarëve të komunës tonë. Çka mund të thonë diçka në këtë drejtim?
So, excuse me. I can say the same that I said before, you know. I said it so, and you have to understand, I'm not against the will of the people. The people decided in the 90s with a democratic mechanism, which is a referendum, you know, for splitting Preševo and binding it to Kosovo. This is in the 90s. You know, we have still the situation that we are part of the Republic of Serbia. The international core and the international political trends are talking about no border change. I'm not saying something which is for one or against one. I'm saying I want to implement the international political trend here in the region, and we have to recognize it. We cannot make issues which have effects on the whole region just because of an historical binding situation. Yes, my father and my family did all signature this referendum. You know, all the people here, we have over 97 or 98% which did signature this referendum, and I don't deny it. It's okay. It is there, and it's good for the Serbian government not to deny it too, because it's a democratic act. You know, it's just a democratic act. What I said is that we have to understand its context. The context was the 90s, it was the regime of Slobodan Milošević, and it was the problems which we have in the whole region with wars, etc., etc. It was the splitting situation of ex-Yugoslavia, etc., etc. This is the context, and we are now in a new context. Now we have to say, what is our priority? Is really the autonomy the priority? Did we solve the problem if we got the autonomy? What is the priority? The priority is now to bring quality to life for the citizens in Preševo. The priority now is, in opposite to the 90s, now is the trend to be all together in the EU. You know, this is bigger than an autonomy. You know, to be in the EU all together, you know. And so these are the priorities for the moment, without denying the past. And it's healthy not to deny the past, and it's logical. But it's healthy to, and it's logical, and it's intelligent to see where we are, what is our new situation, what is the new political context, and to go for this, not only for that what is in the past, without denying it. This is the thing where I'm in. And if people have a problem with that, I just say, just relax yourself, take out the emotions, and think about it again. Because it's nothing that I'm denying. If I was a denier of my roots, I wouldn't be here in Preševo. Really, I wouldn't be here in Preševo. I would live in Germany. I would have a good life in Germany with my family, etc. I take all my family to my Albanian roots. And I'm an Albanian, you know, I'm a little bit German, but I'm more an Albanian. And what is interesting is, that's exactly what I mean. It's not any more interesting where we stand with our nations. It's interesting where we go as a region. That's more interesting, you know, without denying our roots, without denying the roots of someone else, just to look to the future without going back to the history, not forgetting it, but just go forward, you know. And I'm talking for a new generation. The new generation here, in Serbia, in Kosovo, in Albania, they all understand what I'm saying. I know this. But the old generation, which are still in this kind of thinking, they don't understand it, and they want to make an issue which is emotional, to polarize people on emotional basis, on national basis, and then to manipulate them. I'm not in this case. I'm playing a real game. I'm just being a fair player. I want to tell the people the truth. I want to tell the people where are the trends, where we have to go together, and I want to be a good human being with good neighbors and to live our life. That's the thing.
Da li očekujete da će ljudi u Preševu razumeti vaše stavove i apsolutno novu politiku koju promovišete vi i vaša ekipa na ovim prostorima?
A predsjedniče, qytetarët e Preševës ta kuptojnë qëndrimin e tua, edhe këtë politikën ti që ke promovon.
Da li će Albanci u regionu uopšte razumeti, i Srbi u regionu?
Ose edhe Srbët në regionit, apo pa kanë me kuptu ç'ket politikë të cilën ti ke promovon.
I said it just before. First I'm going to the Serbian side. I think the new generation and the people who understand the trends which are going on, they all understand what I'm saying. Not only that they understand, they live it. They want to live it, and they want to be implemented in the whole region. I know this. Coming back to the Albanians, I can say clearly, these local elections which were held in Preševo this year, it was a message for all of the people which are interested in this region. The message, because what I'm saying now, I said it before, I said it since 1.5 years, I said it in the election time. We win the election especially with that. That was our approach. We're saying to the people the truth. We are saying there is no border change, and you have to understand this. There is only one way for us together to go to Europe. I said it non-stop to the people before the election time, in the election time, and I'm saying that after it too. Normally, that's our way. And the Serbian people and the Serbian government, they have to understand the message of this election was, yes, we have understand this, and we want to go for it. And now, again, the ball is on the other side. The Albanian minority put the ball on the other side. Now we have the ball on the other side. Let's see how our width player will deal with it, you know. And so I am sure that mostly citizens understand that we have in Preševo last election 16,000 voters. From these 16,000 voters, 10,000 voters vote for us and our coalition partner, which has the same understanding of the situation. And so I think the majority of the people here in Preševo understand it and support it and give us the vote for it.
Kod albanskih lidera u Preševskoj dolini ili na jugu Srbije, kako god zvao ovo područje, i kod srpskih lidera na Kosovu je uobičajeno da po svoje mišljenje idu lideri odavde u Prištinu, a Srbi sa Kosova u Beograd. Gde vi idete po svoje mišljenje?
Te liderat këtu komun Ljubin Preševos, përgjithësi janë të orientuar në shkojnë në Kosovë. Edhe Serbët, liderët e partive serbe të Kosovës shkojnë janë të orientuar ka Beogradi. Ju ka jeni të orientuar?
U Prištinu ili u Tiranu?
Në Prishtinë.
Ili imate svoje mišljenje?
Apo e mendimin tonë?
Excuse me. Yes, I have my own opinion of that. I think we have to understand these relationships as something absolutely natural and normal. You know, if Serbian politicians go from Kosovo to Belgrade, and if Albanian minority politicians go from Preševo to Pristina and Kosovo, or if Hungarian politicians go from Serbia to Budapest, or Bulgarian politicians go from Serbia to Sofia, we have to understand it as something natural and something which is absolutely okay. You know, the thing is, they are our brothers. You know, we can't deny this. As Serbians, as Albanians, as Bulgarians, as Hungarians, it's something absolutely normal. You know, and we have to relax these things. I see in your question, you know, there is a political dimension of it. You know. But I want to bring it up to the political dimension. I want to be on the normal human level to understand it, that we will work together in Europe. You know, we will work together. We will have projects together. We will have business together. We will have education together. We will have the same standards of education in the whole region, you know. And it's something normal that we coordinate ourselves before being in the EU, you know. I think we have to be more relaxed on this point. Normally, it's our approach to have contact with Pristina, to have contact with Tirana, to have contact even with Skopje. You know, I'm someone which is used to work with people. I like it. I love it to work with people, and I like it more to work on a local level as on a central level. I am not a central politician character. I am more a local politician character, and so I will work with other cities together. I will go even to Mannheim in Germany, which is my city where I was raised up. You know, now what can we understand of this? He's going to Mannheim. Oh, did he have some plans or something like that? No, I'm working with him together. The mayor of Mannheim wants to work with us together, and so it's something absolutely normal. I will go next time. I will go maybe to Turkey. To Istanbul or to Ankara, I'll say it, you know. So it's something absolutely normal. We will make our politician here, politics, excuse me, our politics we will make here. The politics in the region is similar, absolutely similar, because every one of us is working on the things which goes to the integration of the region into the EU. That's a normal approach for all the nationalities here in the region, and so I think it's absolutely normal to work together.
Da li vi mislite da Albanci treba da imaju svoje predstavnike u Skupštini Srbiji, da li uopšte da učestvuju na tim izborima, na posljednjim izborima? Niste se pridružili sadašnjem koalicijnom partneru PDD-u na toj listi?
A mendon që shqiptarët të Kërgjinës Preševo duhen me pasën përfaqësues në Kuvendin Qendror Republikan, edhe pse ju nuk keni marrë pjesë në zgjedhje apo nuk keni bashkangjitur koalicionit Partisë për Referendum.
It's again coming to all that what I'm saying before. It's absolutely normal. Building up the idea on this logic, which I said before, it's absolutely normal and natural to participate in the system. You know, we are part of the system. We get a budget from the central government every year. We have this budget. We are working on the laws of this system. We are working together on projects with the ministry. We are working together with organizations which belongs to the ministry, and so why shouldn't we as Albanian minorities be in the system in central terms speaking? Why not? You know, it's this logic, and so I am absolutely pro to participate in the system, and I think it's only good for us to participate. We are now in the situation of the negotiation negotiations of Serbia with the EU. Now is the moment that we can take part in these negotiations and bring our ideas, our requests into these negotiations. And it's welcome, I hope, it's welcome for the EU, and it's welcome from the central government in Serbia, and it's welcome for our people, you know. And so, again, coming to the elections, we saw in the last elections that we have the support of the citizens in this case too, you know. And so why didn't we take part? It was just a question of technical administrative situation for us, because our party was 1.5 year old, no, 1 year old when the elections were, and it was for us impossible to fight on two fronts. You know, we concentrated ourselves on the local elections. What we will do in future is absolutely to take part in the new elections after 4 years or when, however. Again, we will take part in the national elections. Absolutely, that's my promise from now.
A šta mislite o ideji koja se s vremena na vreme pojavljuje svi Albanci u jednoj državi? Kako vidite tu jednu državu za sve Albance?
Shkarat ideja ku shpesh qarkullojnë domethënë zëra të gjithë shqiptarët në një shtet të përbashkët.
The question is, what is about the idea that we have the Greater Serbian issue? You know, it's the same. You know, people love to be together. You know, and our approach and the approach of the Albanian government and all the other nations in this region is to say, okay, you will have your Greater Serbian, we will have our Greater Albania, but together in the EU. You know, that's the idea. We have all, you know, people. This is a dream. You know, people dream this dream over centuries, and you can't take them the dream. You know, it's unfair, and we have to be fair to that and to let the people dream. You know, it's a good dream, but we have, as politicians, we have just to make them clear. Yes, you can have this, but in another system, in another way. I live in Germany, where I just said it before, where till 90s we have the dream of coming together, DDR and West Germany. You know, this was a dream. I dreamed this dream. You know, I was a child and I dreamed this dream to come together, and it happens. The way how it happens in the EU room. Okay, and that's exactly what I'm saying. We have to relax these issues and to settle down the ball and to be more, how to say, more cool on these issues, and then to go for it on political themes together, just coordinate ourselves. You will always have in society people which are more nationalistic, which are more liberal, which are more democratic, which are communists. You know, you will always have these people. But it's not the issue. The politics which we realize is based on democracy. And in democracy, it's important to have the majority. And if the majority say, we want to go to EU, then okay, let some people in this society dream again the old dream, and there are some others that dream the new dream, more contextualized to this time, and it's again and together. You know, it's not a problem for me. It's not a problem that we have people here that dream a greater Albanian dream. You can't take that. And we have the same issue on the other side. We have people in this society which dream the Serbian dream, a greater Serbian land. And so, okay, what's the problem? I'm more relaxed on this thing.
S ovog područja uglavnom ljudi odlaze u zapadnu Evropu, u Evropsku uniju. Vi ste došli iz Evropske unije u Preševo. Koji je bio vaš motiv da dođete ovde? Pretpostavljam da vam je i porodica tu.
Kryesisht nga ky region është si fenomen që njerëzit largohen për këtë shkojnë në vendet e Evropës. Kurse ju keni nga Evropa këtu, cili është motivi të cilën ju keni ardhur, ndoshta është vetëm familje.
I da se ovde bavite politikom.
Apo keni ardhur që të mirë në politikë.
Yeah, surely. You know, first of all, it was something which came from my childhood. I came every year, as you know, as all our Albanians which are living in the diaspora. Every year we came here to Preševo, and it was for me like wonderland. You know, you have no rules here. It was, you can go out at which time. You have your family's members. There is a lot much more than I have in Germany, for example. And I felt really good here. And so I have a dream too all that time, and my dream was to come to Preševo and to live here. You know, and I realized it together with my wife. My wife is from Preševo too. And we live this dream, and we work on this dream to come to Preševo and to take our child with us here, and to give them the possibility to live in a society where their complete family is living, where the society is a society where everyone with the other has the relationship, family or friendship, etc., etc. And so we want to bring our child from a German mentality to a Balkan mentality, to live with that too, to understand that life is not always like in Germany, you know. And so we have this situation that it was a child dream. We have the situation that we want to educate our child in another way, to give another perspective in life. And then I came here and I find a disaster. I find everything here was a disaster. The schools, they were a disaster. The roads were a disaster. Water was a disaster. Waste management was a disaster. Political, it was a disaster. Everything was a disaster here, you know. And then we have another issue. We have over 70%. We have of the unemployment rate. 70%. We have no economic development, and there is no perspective to live here, you know. And then the issue then was for me, go back to Germany and to live there my life, and to tell my child, hey, it was a mistake which I've done with you coming to Preševo and to the Balkans, or to say to my child, I love you, but I will fight this situation, to give you an example how you can go against this social situation. And then we started our issue. I talked with a lot of young people, and they were ready to go for it. And we organize ourselves. We we make our approach as an institution, as a political party, and go for the elections. And then what happens was the people wait for a long time for such option, for such an alternative. It was an alternative for change. And then I'm sitting now here. So it's nothing planned. I can't plan this. It's too good to be planned. I can't come from Germany with the issue making a political stranka. It makes no sense, you know. It was, as I said, it was a situation where we have to go for it, or just leave it go as it goes the last years.
Kada ste izabrani na ovu poziciju, Albanci iz Preševa su mi često prenosili da albanski govorite sa nemačkim akcentom. Da li se to umeđu vremenu popravilo?
Porque jag har inte organiserat när han kom på informationen kan få det kurs Preševo och kanske gör diskussion stipe med accent german.
If you go to Germany and you will learn German, then you will speak German with an accent of Serbian. You know, it's something absolutely normal. I learned Albanian when I married myself. I was 19 when I married. My wife forced me to learn Albanian, and so I'm very late with Albanian. I live in the 80s in Germany where we have no Albanians. My parents was the only one. They have worked, and they can't work with us in these terms. And so yes, I speak Albanian. I'm proud to be an Albanian, and I'm proud to be a German too. It's for me no difficulty and no discrepancy to be in that state. You know, I'm both of it. And what is for me important is that the people understand me. It's not interesting how I speak. It's interesting what I speak. And what I speak was only the truth about the situation and about the future. I'm just talking about the truth. It's not my interpretation. It's just my recognition of the situation in which we are living and in which we are going forward. You know. And yes, I'm still in the phase of advancing my language, not only in Albanian. I'm learning Serbian too. Ja moram da pričam srpski, ja živim u Srbiju, znaš. But I have not the time. I got not the time to learn Serbian, and I'm going very slow. But in German we say langsam aber sicher, slow but secure. And so, you know, I cannot say a lot about it, but I will stop now.
Srpski učite već 2-3 meseca. Da li ste dovoljno naučili da možete da odete na železničku stanicu, recimo, i da razumete šta vam lokalni Srbi govore, koji su im problemi?
Dat Srbistan tem samo enega nagradar, da trebamo vsak njemu dnesu. A i ne gati ćemo šku Preševo na stacione koridor, ali me bi se dume i bi kuptu srpka to škafone.
You know, I'm the mayor of the municipality. And as mayor of the municipality, it doesn't belong to me to differentiate between the nations which are living, or the minorities which are living here. For me, everyone is the same. You know, an Albanian is not better because he's an Albanian, or a Serbian is not better because he's a Serbian. They are both better if they have values and if they contribute to the society. That is what it makes a difference to be better, you know. And because of that, my approach is the same as to the Albanians as to the Serbian minority in Preševo. Normally, that I will introduce them into projects. I will communicate with them what are their problems to build up the projects. And it's something which is absolutely natural for me, you know. And so, yes, the question, I understand why you are asking, but please understand how I am answering. The answering is, for me, it's absolutely normal, if you believe it or not, to go to the places where the Serbians are living and to say, what are your problems? And I will have an approach to these problems, and I want to solve these problems. As same as to go to the Albanians and say, what are your problems, and I will have an approach for solving these problems. This is absolutely normal for me. What is not normal is the last 12 years. This approach doesn't exist the last 12 years. The Serbian minority was let out of every development which happens, even if it's little, the development, but they were let out of this situation. So we have on this table, we have before 3-4 months, we have an absolute nationalistic leader, political leader, if we can say, if we can announce him a leader, you know. So I'm not like them. I'm on another approach. I have always have contact with other nations. Maybe that's why I'm like I am, because I live in a city where 148 nations live. And so I have contact with all of them, and because of that I have this same balanced approach to everyone.
I na kraju da smo razgovarali najzvanično pravog razgovora, rekli ste da otprilike političar bi trebao da bude pripremljen za funkciju na koju dolazi. Da li ste vi pripremljeni za ovu poziciju i koliko dugo ste se spremali za mesto predsjednika opštine?
Në bisedë joformale që e patëm, u shprehat se kryetari i komunës duhet vijë i përgatitur për këtë pozitë që e nëse. Ju, a jeni sa jeni përgatitur, a jeni përgatitur për këtë pozicion që e keni marrë?
This answer you will get from the people, because I can't say for myself that I'm a prepared politician. I have no political education. I'm coming from the economic field. And from an economic education, and so I don't know I don't know how to make how to make politics and policy, but I know how to fix problems, and that's very good. And so I can say on this field I'm prepared. On the other field, the people which are hearing my words and which understand what I'm saying, they have to answer this on the proper way.
Hvala.
Hvala za dan.